From a local SEO point of view, this is the most powerful post that you can do, and the majority of businesses never use it and don't know how to use it. So in today's video, I'm going to show you why it's the most powerful from an SEO point of view. And I'm also going to show you what you can do, the tools you can use to make sure that you get the most out of this and that you never forget to keep it up to date to get better traction in Google. So today we're talking about posts that are effective because they're offers. Offers are a really important post because when you put an offer out, Google promotes it in a different way. In fact, Google promotes it with a heading, it gives it an H2 tag. It actually makes it so that when people find it, it has quite an impact. It's quite powerful from an SEO, a search engine optimization point of view. But how can you make sure you've got good offers? And what happens if you don't really have any offers? Where can you get inspiration for an offer? Well, of course, quite a few people use coupons. They'll use a code or a coupon, or they'll say 20% off. And that's fine and that works well. And if you just follow through the process of offers in Google My Business, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's some good examples there as well. And of course, you can look to see what your competitors are doing, see what offers they're offering, if they do any, and then you can see if you can come up with something that's unique to your brand and your particular products. But another thing you can do is when you watch TV or when you listen to the radio, just listen to the offers that they're giving out. See what's working currently, locally as well, in your local papers. And you can mimic or produce your own version of an advert, but just think of it in terms of what actually would be the words you would use to entice someone in to then part with, either to contact you or to inquire for your product or your services. But I have a very specific process that I use when it comes to building new posts and particularly offers. And I'm going to show you some tools I use that keep it nice and fresh and will give you some inspiration. My question for you for a comment down below is, how many offers do you currently have? Is it 0 or do you have a few on the go? And also, what happens if you get more than one offer running at once? Now with offers, they can run for over a year or at least up to a year. So what happens if you've got 5 offers? How does it know which one to produce? Well, it will produce always the latest one. Even though all 5 are live, you'll get the promotion of your latest offer. So as only the latest one shows, it's probably best to try and spread your offers throughout the year. And particularly bear in mind at certain points of the year, certain offers may appeal to your customers. So some questions to be honest with. Think from your customer's point of view, what type of offer will catch their interest? What would really appeal to your customers? Think about that. What would really appeal to them? And what offers have you noticed yourself recently? Maybe an offer that you've used, that you've come across. Well, why not use that as your inspiration? As with many of my videos, it's all about trying to put yourself in the person's shoes, the client's shoes, the customer's shoes, and see it from their perspective. So if you're after new customers, they probably don't know that much about your products and services. So what can you do with an offer that would talk their language? It's all about communicating with them. As Garrison Wynn said, no communication takes place until the other person feels heard. So they'll come to you because they recognize that you make them feel heard. You understand you're talking their language, and you can do that with offers. So one of the things you can do to see what other offers are being held by your competitors is you can go to Google and you can type in a string where it's business site, then in quotes whatever it is that your service is. So in, say, this case, we might put window cleaner, and that will bring up other business sites where they've got Google My Business listings. And on there, you may come across some of the offers that they're offering. So that's a great way to see what other businesses are offering in Google My Business that are coming up in the search engine results. Now, some other things you can do is you're just trying to get some ideas. So here we've got how I get new offers and my article strategy that I just want to run through with you, because first of all, I do some research to get some ideas as to what types of offers are working for what particular category or business it is that I'm doing the work for. And then secondly, if there's a blog as well, I'll make sure that I take the ideas from the blog or something that's being released. The next thing then is I run Surfer Local. And what that does, it just gives me an idea as to what else is out there. But it also analyzes what the keywords are that are being used successfully in the posts. And so once I know what those keywords are, what offers are being used, what keywords are being mentioned amongst the top ones, I'll then look to put together my article, my blog, with those keywords in mind, and I'll produce that article. Now, once I've got those keywords in as well, I can go to Auto Writer and just make sure that perhaps I change one or two of the sentences from my blog as well. So you want to pad it out. You want the offer to have some information. You want the first 200 to 500 characters are going to be important from a keyword point of view. And so Auto Writer is a great way of just making sure that everything is just rephrased slightly so you haven't got double content from your blog. And next then, I then think about the image as well. How's that going to appeal to someone? So you can go to Google image search and there you can check to see what other images are being used by those particular services. What does Google consider important? So if I do a search for web design or for plumbers, what comes up? What type of searches are being found when it comes to the images? And that tells me what Google thinks is important. And finally then, I'll post my article, but I'll make sure obviously that I've got the coupons, the dates, and make sure the article or the offer is clear as well. So why do I use this process? Well, because it really makes sure that I've covered all aspects. I've kept it unique. I've used keywords that are important. I've understood what type of images Google rewards. I've also made it relevant to my customer, and I've made sure that it's an offer which gives me the best SEO opportunity with a particular post. But the reason why I use a post and an offer post at that is because Google seems to just give it a bit more weight when it comes to this particular offer post. It's a strange thing, but for some reason, out of all the posts there's about 4 or 5 different posts if you include the COVID one. Out of all of them, this one seems to have a bit more weight in Google's SEO algorithm. So most of us say it's the most powerful post you could use. And of course, it can stay around for a year. The difference is if you just do a standard What's New post, it only lasts for 7 days. So there's so many positives with this Google My Business post offer that you just have to try it and see whether it works for you. So what are we going to take away from this video? Well, we want to make sure, first of all, that we do this, because if you just watch this video and then don't do anything, then that's really not going to give you any benefits at all. So what I would suggest is between now and tomorrow's video, you just write a quick offer up, think of an offer, one that you can fulfill, and actually put it together using the tools that I've mentioned, and I'll put a description to those links below so you can look them up for yourself, try it out, use perhaps a blog post or a Facebook post that you've used recently, make it into an offer, make it appeal to your customers, rewrite it so it's not double content, and then post it. If you don't have time to do that, then just think of an advert and just make a post, this offer post, just like an advert, and try repurposing or attracting new clients by just rethinking of how you're phrasing the headlines, because that is the thing that will particularly stand out in Google My Business to new clients. But did you know there's one feature that's growing even more than offers? It's given even more weight than offers. And that one feature is what we're going to look at tomorrow. And we're also going to see a tool that's going to tell you what your competitors are doing with that new feature. So don't miss tomorrow's video. I'll see you there.